And you got to know on plays like that where he has the basketball, he's trying to get it to Levine, Marketing, or White.
And Levine continues to shoot it with a hot hand as that three rattles home. A little too much opposition from Chicago as White dumps it inside to Carter, and he's got himself the slam. So the Bulls off to the first 5 here. Wendell Carter Jr., promising young player out of Duke, as Hill turns the corner off that screen, recognizes that he's got a little space, and takes advantage.
On that hard roll to the basket, that time Hill just called his own number.
Skip pass over to Williams, who almost traveled instead. Will put it on the floor and drain that three.
The next closest one is Tyler Hero at like 3.9. Yep. So Kobe is really developing quite nicely.
Oh, nice spin. A little English there from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander as he gets on the board.
I don't know if that's a stretch Armstrong or a go-go gadget arms. Either way, folks, he's stretched and got every bit of mileage out of that possible.
As Markkanen. Mike, when you look at Roby in his frame, he looks like he should be out on the perimeter, but he's playing the 5 spot.
You know, it's just his second start this season. Just stay ready.
Well, he's getting a big opportunity here in the early part of the season. There he is, straight away, right on cue, and he cans that three.
He's pretty deep on that shot.
Dort eyes it and knocks it down from the outside. And Lou Dort, who's been really feeling it from three-point land.
As Kobe White has Shai hanging all over him. This is a tough one.
And Roby, nice finish going right at Wendell Carter, running the floor and finishing with the left hand.
Coming into this year is just his versatility. We've seen him as a roller, not just a pick and pop guy as well. That's something, it's a little different wrinkle for the Thunder.
Muscala off that offensive rebound, wasting no time for Billy Donovan last year and Mark Daigneault this year.
And you know, Mike knows that, you know, with the way the NBA is with the COVID-19 situation.
Cost him a turnover, and Zach LaVine, fun matchup here, being defended by Dort. This time gives it up. Thaddeus Young inside, glides up to the rim.
Anytime you got Zach LaVine passing the basketball or drive to the basket, you'll take it.
SGA off the screen, and he knocks it down from downtown.
I don't really like to switch unless it's same size guys.
Okay.
And you know, when I look at the Bulls defense switching, that's really not the issue that's hurting them.
Right.
It's that pick and roll defense.
Okay.
And LaVine might have gotten away with a travel there. Porter Jr., corner three, and that's good. We're not sure why he got the tee. As Pokusevski off the deck floats and scores. Nice shot. Who Mark Daigneault says is getting a little more comfortable. He's got a good feel for the game, Mike. As every single minute that he gets is so valuable as White quickly comes back and knocks down the mid-range. As he was coughing up the basketball early. As White around the screen. A couple of young players. And White now with his second made jumper in a row. Just the relentless tenacity that he plays with on a nightly basis. As White, that one's even tougher than the first two.
Now that was contested.
Pressure on the basketball out on the perimeter. Thaddeus Young couldn't handle it cleanly. The Thunder with numbers have a 3-on-1, and it's Maledon gliding up to the rim.
And that's what the Thunder want to do.
That was your stat to watch tonight. Chicago coughs it up more than any team in the NBA, but quickly back the other way is a Garrett Temple three. As Maledon, who's been working that screen for Muscala throughout the season, that time got caught in the air. And it's White, spots up, squares up, and boy, this Chicago team is shooting it hotly here tonight. As the ball swings down to Hamidou Diallo, plenty of time still to operate here. As Williams right down the lane. Nice play, Kenrich Williams. His field goal efficiency was way up. See Maledon trying to stay attached there to Kobe White, but that scooping runner by Valentine is good. The Bulls lead is back up to 10. Maledon, couple of bumps, and fights through it on his way up to the rim.
And you know what? I really wanted him to make that layup.
I don't think the Thunder have a problem, Mike, with him taking shots while on the offensive end. As Markkanen will somehow flip it up and in, as it looked like Maledon was reaching in with the left arm, trying to slow the pace there of Markkanen. But as you said, you kind of see glimpses. You see these moments here where this Thunder team can really make things difficult on the opposing offense.
Right.
As Isaiah Roby's got another nice drive to the
The biggest part of defense is communication.
You think deflection should be a stat?
I do, honestly. I think it should. As Larkin gets inside. You know, it's one of those things that's really, you know, the guy does it, you know, he gets the deflection, and it doesn't show up as nice to see Bays knock down one from downtown. And the Thunder out on the offensive end.
Well, that's got to feel good for Darius Bazley because he was 3 out of 17 from 3 over the last 4 games, and Williams responds with a 3 just like that.
Who is taking the shots, but things like pace and spacing and execution, that's the top priority for the Thunder on offense right now. And as you're mentioning, OKC is trying to push the ball up into the open floor, trying to evade these situations where Chicago is going to trap out on the perimeter.
We've seen Shai Gilgeous-Alexander get trapped a couple of times, and that ball dances on the rim out of the arms of Williams, who connects on a 3. I mean, this is an offense that's going to have to rely on a lot of different guys. As Bazley comes up with the steal, sends it up ahead. Williams in transition scores.
Just get a couple of stops just to disrupt the Bulls offense.
And Wendell Carter cutting right down the middle. You know, there are some guys who can score the basketball like Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, but a lot of different guys who can do it at different times. As where the Bulls are just getting down low now, Mike, and shooting it over 60% here in the game. The Thunder trying to remain within arm's length here of Chicago as the Bulls keep making shots like that, Mike, getting in the lane below the free throw line on the perimeter, as he has yet to find his stroke tonight. As Carter Jr. has the last 9 until that 3 from Kobe White. So just when I say that the Bulls,
they just keep rolling in, but you know, he's done a good job. And what I talked about is just staying out of foul trouble too.
SJ wants the 3 and got the 3.
There's Muscala on that play.
SGA searching for some openings and didn't have much, but still able to finish.
And that's what you want to do. Going into halftime, just try to get it down to single digits.
Roby cutting across, pushes it up and got the bounce in. And so a patient offensive setting there. Dort's been defending Levine. As they double him off that screen, Levine determined to get that 3-point shot off, and my goodness, Zach LaVine.
That was terrific defense, by the way, on Zach LaVine. That last possession down here. He's just a terrific scorer.
Oh,
he just continues.
Zach LaVine.
He's not going to give up this. I thought he was going to just take this.
As Young, no, but a Williams, the slam follow, as he was lurking on the weak side.
What needs to happen to slow down the Chicago team, who's shooting 55% from the field and from the 3-point line, and along with a little more consistent energy and effort on the defensive end, there are a couple execution things to look out for.
You deny the Bulls at one end, can you cash in the chips on the other?
Bazley, beautiful scoop pass as he shoveled it right to Hill, and Hill might have taken a shot to the dome.
Williams to Levine. That's a 3.
Oh, bang, bang, bang.
17 more points for Zach LaVine tonight.
But the closeout, even though it was there and it was somewhat contested, he's still able to beat it. Bazley bounces off of Markkanen. Not a problem. Still able to convert.
And every now and then you got to stand the guy up.
Well, we're seeing so many talented players as Levine just cannot miss on the night.
I'm not sure if that was a miss or a heat check.
It doesn't happen very often, and Lou Dort, a rare mid-range jumper for him at the free throw line, and that looked good.
That guy's going to fall, you know, back up off you that much, anticipating a drive because they know he wants to drive the basketball.
You know how it breaks down? Because it's kind of cool. It's a little different, actually, than what took place in the bubble, where if you were within 3 games as Dort lines up that 3.
You know, that not having the All-Star game certainly makes sense. As the Thunder continue to get inside. Trying to score a few points here.
Like just another arduous drive, though, from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. As you said earlier in the game, it just has not been an easy night for him, despite the production. As nice slash, beautiful play. Roby with the find, which is the 13th of the night. So based off the season average, there's a lot more to go. There is Dort again, wants the 3 and got the 3. And you got to think that the Thunder have the Bulls' attention as Levine charges. Porter, 3, just when Chicago needed it. As the Thunder had gotten it down to single digits. And Dort comes right back, and how about that? Takes the bump off Williams and banks it in. Made a lot of headway here in the third as Hill trying to get downhill. Ball swung around. Dort, another 3, and he's got it. And Lou Dort erupting here in the third quarter on both ends of the floor.
Late.
Well, a 9-point game is much more mentally manageable as SGA plays through the contact, banks it in on the foul. As Levine continues to try to create, and Porter short on that 3. Here's Hamidou Diallo leaking out. Can he finish at the rim? And he will. As the Thunder yet again in transition have trimmed it down to 4.
If he misses both free throws, Thunder would gladly take that to possibly bring this to a single-digit game.
And SGA bisects the lane. It was on target, but short. Still got to slow down Levine here on the defensive end. Porter slashing and scores.
And you start licking your chops too soon. You got to lick your chops while you make that play. How about that move by Shea? My goodness.
And Pokusevski lines up the 3.
And you know, it's getting quiet for the Bulls too. So it hasn't really been a whole lot of damage on the scoreboard.
Temple, corner 3. A ton of energy in the comeback. Maladone still trying to get one to go, and that time he does. Able to answer back with a 3.
Collapsed the Bulls defense and kicked it out to Maladone. He had plenty of time to line that one up.
White step back 3, and the Bulls have another one with 0.1 seconds left. Walls off Carter for the rebound. The Thunder at 1 point down by 22. Maladone, he's got another 3. Well, he's got 2 of them here in this second half. The Thunder right in it here, trailing by 5 in the early parts of the fourth quarter. Markkanen, another 3 for the Bulls tonight. Third chance here for the Bulls. Markkanen outside, foot behind the line, and that one goes down. And Chicago kept getting offensive rebounds, and it ultimately led to a 3-pointer by Lauri Markkanen. And the Thunder trying to get some of it back there is Baisley fighting through traffic. He'll get a chance at a 3-point play
that he made just before the timeout.
Well, most of the damage by Chicago here tonight has been by the starters as Carter puts it up and in, and that is already the 4th offensive rebound of the fourth quarter. Every foul from here will put Oklahoma City at the free throw line. There's SGA probing. Oh my goodness. What a scoop and score from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Thunder with 24 points off turnovers. SGA again. This time he's got a lane to the rim. And he'll finish with the right hand left side. Search for his shots.
He is working. And how about the guy, Dort there, forcing Levine to give up the ball.
Well, you got to think at some point the Bulls are going to start missing from 3. Well, it is just remarkable how well Chicago has shot the basketball tonight as Valentine gets underneath the free throw line. Well, the Bulls have made 7 in a row here, and it'll be a 9-0 run. So we saw Billy Donovan call a timeout in the third quarter that backfired. But he called a timeout here in the fourth quarter when the Thunder got it down to 6, and it's been nothing but Bulls since. Nice pass underneath, and it'll be a slam for Isaiah Roby. Nobody there.
I mean, a shot blocker, excuse me, folks. Just go up and dunk that.
White drive, kick, Levine 3, and he's got another one. 17 threes the last 2 games, and this time Roby will finish it off as he flushes it home.
How about this? He's already in double figures with 14 now.
There's a nice intercept. Kenrich Williams, nothing but air, and he will slam it home.
And one thing the Bulls will do is turn the basketball over. They lead the NBA in turning the basketball over, and now you're converting.
Ball swings around to Dort, defended closely there by Levine. Now trying to turn the corner, floats, hangs, and gets the bounce on the drive. Dort fights over the screen, but it's SGA now as Levine, and that's a layup line for Zach LaVine. As LaVine off the deck, a rare miss for him and the Bulls on the night. And the Thunder can inch a little bit closer here. Bulls in transition As SGA underneath, and the reverse layup is good.
Games. This is where they've got to learn how to take care of the ball.
And Williams off the Gilgeous-Alexander feed with the dunk.
One possession game here.
And the Thunder will get another opportunity here, down by 3. Ran some beautiful action on the previous possessions. SGA spins in the lane, hangs, counted on a foul! Here comes Oklahoma City, minute in here to this overtime extra period. Gilgeous-Alexander again, this time defense draws toward him, leaves Muscala open as he splashes home that 3. What does he do here? He drives, dishes. Williams running into traffic, trying to post up White, gets inside and just shoots over the top of him. As White got not 1 but 2 screens, and he's got himself a 3. Under a minute to go. SGA gives it up. Muscala again. This time he connects from downtown. Has to get it in. Does so to Porter. Porter trying to go behind his back. Drives on SGA. I don't know if that was a shot or a pass outside Levine, and he tees it up.